So this criminal that's wanted by the police breaks into this guy's house. This guy gives him a beating, and this guy gets charged. And the other guy gets charged. But something is broken.
Yeah, Doug Ford, something's broken. And guess what? You're the guy in charge. Ladies and gents, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Clyde. Welcome to the channel. And guess what? Hey, tonight, the live stream that's going to be happening, it happens every Friday, usually at 6:30 Pacific time, that's 9:30 Eastern, is going to be at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. So it's a whole hour early. So tune in an hour early for the live stream. We're going to go over all the news from this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in to that. Now, getting into this story, a little bit more news has come out about this story about a man who was charged after confronting an intruder inside of his own home. That's right. You heard me right. I'm not embellishing this at all. An Ontario man was charged after confronting an intruder in his home and beating the guy up. This is you can't make this up. We're going to get into a little compare and contrast of how this works in other places and how it works in Canada in just a minute here. In fact, why don't we look at Darshan Maharaja from Ontario. He's commenting on this. Sincere question for the reasonable force issue. If an armed intruder shoots at the homeowner and misses, and if the homeowner has a gun, would he or she be required to miss the intruder while shooting back, or is he or she allowed to hit the target? We're just wondering. We want to make sure I'm not going to get in trouble if I'm ever in that scenario. Thank you, Darshan, for summing up the self-defense debate here in Canada. Lindsay, Ontario man is facing criminal charges for allegedly attacking a home intruder. He's attacking the intruder and is accused of using a knife in the incident, court documents show. So what? I'm just going to throw that one out there. The so what? I don't care what the guy used, whether he used a bat or a gun or whatever. Somebody breaks into your home in the middle of the night. It's within your right. Well, it ought to be. It ought to be within your right. And in fact, I would say the government should not infringe on your right to protect yourself. A charge sheet filed by the police on Thursday and reviewed by CBC News identifies the apartment tenant as Jeremy David McDonald, 44. Documents said McDonald was charged with aggravated assault and an assault with a weapon after he did endanger the life of Michael Kyle Breen. I don't care about how much danger a person who breaks into your home is in. Kawartha Lakes police previously declined to identify the two men involved in the incident and have not said whether the pair knew each other. McDonald's lawyer, Stephen Norton, told CBC in an email his client maintains his innocent while was acting within his right to defend himself and his property. This is very cut and dry. McDonald was doing what anyone would do in his situation of a home invasion, Norton said. And police said they were called to the home approximately 3:20 a.m. 3:20 a.m., you're woken up by somebody breaking into your house and you defend yourself. I don't care what device you use. Whatever. Somebody breaks into your house, you've kind of put yourself in harm's way in this scenario. Now, of course, adding to the story, Ryan Garrettson, he was commenting on this a few days ago as it was brand new. He said the intruder already had an arrest warrant, broke in with a weapon, and the homeowner was arrested for protecting his house. Canada is broken, absolutely is broken. And of course, Doug Ford is chiming in on this. He says there's something broken. After Ontario man was charged with assaulting a home intruder. I'm just recalling only a few months ago saying that Canada was broken was akin to, I don't know, espionage or something along those lines. I guess it's okay to talk about now because Doug Ford is very good friends with Mark Carney. So, okay, it's okay. But will he do anything about it? This is the question.
So this criminal that's wanted by the police breaks into this guy's house. This guy gives him a beating, and this guy gets charged. And the other guy gets charged. But something is broken.
Yeah.
I know if someone breaks into my house or someone else's, you're going to fight for your life. This guy has a weapon. You're going to use any force you possibly can to protect your family.
Yeah, I would assume. That that's what you would do. And in other places, people would assume that, but not in Ontario. That seems to be the case right now, because this is the scene on the ground in Ontario. The police are advising people, residents, because there's so many car thefts. Why don't you just leave your keys at the front door? So if they do break in, it's the first thing that they find. You don't want a confrontation with anybody, maybe to protect your property. In Canada, I mean, property's not a big deal. It's not even guaranteed as a right in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fobs at your front door, because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else. A lot of them that they're arresting have guns on them, and they're not toy guns, they're real guns. They're loaded.
Wait, bad guys have guns? And they're real guns? And they're loaded? Well, what would typically happen in that case? Well, I don't know. Let's search around the block and see what other people in other places are doing when people enter your home with a loaded gun. Here's a Florida Santa Rosa County Sheriff talking about this.
And I want to say, as to the person, we don't know which homeowner shot at him. I guess they think that they did something wrong, which they did not. If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County.
Maybe they were Canadians that did this. I don't know.
Which they did not. If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually.
Prefer.
So whoever that was, you're not in trouble. Come see us. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday. And if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayers money.
You'll save the taxpayers money. Check that guy off the register. Check him off the roster. We don't want to pay any taxes to house that guy for the next 10 to 15. That's what it's all about. And this is, well, it's not just Santa Rosa County. Here's Sheriff Grady Judd and his message for criminals. This was at the time that the LA riots were happening, and people were saying that these riots are going to go all over America. Well, he had a warning for people who want to break into people's houses and possibly do some looting, things like that.
But we have received information in social media that some of the criminals were going to take their criminal conduct into the neighborhoods. I would tell them, if you value your life, you probably shouldn't do that in Polk County.
No.
Because the people of Polk County like guns. They have guns. I encourage them to own guns. And they're going to be in their homes tonight with their guns loaded. And if you try to break into their homes to steal, to set fires, I'm highly recommending they blow you back out of the house with their guns.
And it's within their legal right to do so. Now you might say, but this is Florida, Clyde. This is the only place that does that. It's not like that everywhere. Well, here's a report from Texas. This is a great Instagram video where they're pointing out that it speaks for itself.
I didn't know this, but if you're in Texas, law enforcement is telling you that you need one thing if you're going to be parked at these truck stops.
Hey, I'm sitting here in Houston at, this is Channelview or Baytown?
This is Baytown.
This is Baytown, Texas. And this officer here is just checking in the back of my trailer for some vandals. And this is what he told me I need, or this is what he said I need in Texas when I'm at a truck stop.
Here in Texas, at this location, PD and myself would recommend that you have your gun on you. So if anyone tries to steal off of your truck or your trailer, you shoot them.
And because this is considered...
This is considered your home.
It's
Here
considered
in Texas,
your
you're
home.
protecting your home and your belongings that go to your home. So anyone that's trying to, present themselves as a threat, shoot them down.
Right on. I wish I had a gun with me.
Yeah, probably don't tell people that. That's the way to get yourself robbed real quick. But here's the thing. Crime's rising all through Ontario. It's rising all through Canada. And people want to be able to protect themselves, but we don't have anything like a castle doctrine law. We don't have anything where in fact, we have a judicial system that is happy to go after law-abiding citizens, law-abiding gun owners, law-abiding anybody. And guess what? If you're a repeat offender, well, you're just going to get off scot-free. You'll be brought into custody if you're caught, and you'll just be let right back out on the street. And this is why crime is rising. You would have guessed it. You know, if there was a punishment for the crime, perhaps people would think twice about it. Well, people are probably going to think twice if people are being, I don't know, harmed inside the homes that they try to break in. But when the police are arresting people that are defending their own property, this is only going to embolden criminals even further. There's going to embolden them to enter somebody's home and know that they can run roughshod over somebody, because the person in the home will be in fear of getting in trouble with the police, because clearly the criminals don't care about that. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this in the comments down below. We'll see you tonight in the live stream. Don't forget, it's going to be at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern time. It'll be a little bit earlier. There's some people that, you know, in the East that don't stay up that late. So we'll start it a little bit earlier and see if everybody else can join in. So do that, join in. Make sure the notification bell is rung. You'll get a notification when I go live, and we'll see you then. Keep on trucking.